Hello, in this episode, let's have a look at the weapon attachments and squad specializations. There are lots of weapons in Battlefield 3 and choosing the right weapons and attachments is important. There are 4 soldier classes in Battlefield 3: Assault, Engineer, Support and Recon. Each class has its own weapons. There are personal defense weapons and shotguns which are common in all 4 classes. Assault class includes heavy assault rifles. Engineer class includes carbines which are lighter weapons than that of assault weapons. Support class includes light machine guns. Recon class includes sniper rifles. And personal defense weapons is the group that includes light weapons and shotguns for close encounters. Every weapon has different weapon behavior, and you have to choose the right one for different situations. Generally speaking, if the rifle has more rate of fire, it's less controllable and suitable for close encounters. The less rate of fires mean that the weapon is more controllable and suitable for long-range engagements. Rate of fire is the number of rounds a weapon can fire in 1 minute. Here are the weapon sights. There are reflex, holographic and cobra and other sights with various zoom options. The zoom scopes are increasing your aiming down the sight time, which is not good for close encounters. Also with 8 times and 12 times scopes for sniper rifles, you have to hold the breath by pressing sprint key to accurately shoot at the target. And they have a scope glare giving up your position. If you try to get used to use scopes with less zoom, depending on the situation of course, it'll be better. These are the attachments available for your weapons. Suppressor reduces the muzzle climb because of the weight, therefore increases aimed accuracy, hides the muzzle flash and doesn't give away your position on the opponent's radar while you are firing, unless you are spotted of course. But it reduces the bullet range and hip fire accuracy. Weapons with suppressor use low velocity rounds. You can use it if you want to play a bit stealthy. Laser sight increases the hip fire accuracy and can blind the targeted opponents. However, it gives away your position. For close quarters, it's a good weapon attachment. Bipod. When deployed, it simply increases your accuracy by decreasing the vertical and horizontal recoils. Also increases the hip fire accuracy of light machine guns of the support class. Flash suppressor reduces the muzzle climb because of the weight, reduces the muzzle flash but also reduces the hip fire accuracy. Foregrip decreases the side-to-side pull of the weapons but also decreases the accuracy while aiming down the sight. You can use it with weapons which have high horizontal recoils. Heavy barrel increases the accuracy while aiming down the sight but also increases the vertical recoil and decreases hip fire accuracy. It also increases the damage over distance. As you can see, every weapon attachment has its advantages and disadvantages. So which ones to choose? Well, it greatly depends on the weapon of choice and situation. All weapons behave differently. You can either shoot at walls to see where the bullets drop while firing full auto or with bursts and decide the attachment, or you can simply go to simthink.com where you can find detailed weapon statistics, which is great. Let's have a look at some examples on simthink.com. Here are the detailed weapon statistics. Let's pick AEK as an example. This section is weapon ballistics. 900 rounds per minute for AEK, which is a very high rate of fire. So this weapon is more suitable for close quarters. Bullets of AEK flies with the speed of 580 meters per second, and after going 870 meters, they disappear. There is a 7% of suppression effect for each bullet. G3A3 on the other hand has 550 RPM rate of fire and is suitable for long-range targets. In close range, other weapons with higher rate of fire will beat G3A3. Damage over distance. Up to 8 meters range, damage per bullet is 25, which means that you can take down an opponent with 4 bullets. After 8 meters, the damage per bullet drop-off starts until 50 meters, and after that it's 18.4. If you equip heavy barrel, for example, the damage drop extends to 65 meters. If you equip suppressor, drop-off starts at 4 meters and stops at 35 meters. Also, suppressed weapons use low velocity rounds. For AEK, bullets travel with the speed of 320 meters per second. This means that you have to do a lot more lead shooting over distance. Magazine and reload. AEK has a 31 bullet magazine capacity, including the one in the chamber, and uses 5.45 mm round. It takes AEK 2.55 seconds to reload while there is a bullet in the chamber, and 3.68 seconds when it's completely empty. For 0.85 seconds, you won't be able to switch weapons if you start a reload. Recoil. AEK has the rates of 0.5 left pull, 0.3 right pull, and 0.2 vertical kick while you are shooting. You better use a foregrip with AEK to reduce the horizontal recoil, because it's considerably high. F2000 and FAMAS are also the weapons with high side-to-side recoils. G3A3 on the other hand doesn't have much horizontal recoil, so you don't have to put a foregrip to this weapon, causing a decrease in aimed accuracy. However, you can use a flash suppressor with G3A3 to compensate relatively high vertical recoil. That will reduce the hipfire accuracy, but you already want to avoid close encounters with this weapon because of low rate of fire. The multipliers shown in orange are the weapon kick values after the first shoot. This column is for the bullet spread multipliers while aiming down the sight, firing from the hip while stationary and moving. You can compare the values of each weapon. Let's look at AEK as an example while foregrip and heavy barrel attached. Standing still and shooting without moving the mouse. The bullets go up and slightly left. To compensate that weapon pull and shoot accurately, you move the mouse to the opposite direction, slightly right and down. Much better with short bursts of fire. You have to get used to the behavior of whatever weapon you are using in order to shoot accurately. If you use certain weapon attachments together, one can compensate the disadvantage caused by the other. Choose your weapon and attachment wisely depending on the situation. Don't use a weapon with low rate of fire in close quarters, or vice versa. Perks. Here are the ratios of the effects of some squad specializations. The important thing about these perks is you better use them properly. First of all, since the entire squad can benefit from a squad specialization, all 4 players in a squad should use different perks. For example, if you are playing on maps with vehicles, you can choose explosives, ammo, sprint and flak perks. If you are playing infantry maps, you can use ammo, sprint, suppression and anti-suppression perks. Also, you can choose frag, explosives perks if you like. The important thing is all squad members to use different perks. It's always hard to find good squads properly utilizing their squad abilities. Just take your time and check what perks your squad mates are using. You'll all benefit from that. If you are sniping from long range, don't use suppression, for example. Have fun!